Hello everyone, I'm Sammy. I'm presenting on behalf of my team, whose members include myself, Jared, Taylor, and Brett. Today I will be talking about our advertising campaign for Uber based in Istanbul, Turkey. Let's get started. Uber is an online transportation service that was founded in 2009 and first used in San Francisco. Their corporate vision is simple. They want smarter transportation with greater access. They want to make the experience of using Uber easy, safe, secure, and as economically friendly as possible. Being such a young company can explain some of the rough patches Uber has experienced in the past. We are here to make sure this does not get out of hand in Turkey. Istanbul is the only city in Turkey with Uber. Many of you are familiar with the 4Ps of Uber. Istanbul offers Uber X, Uber XL, and Uber Boat because of the city being located between major waterways. Istanbul is a port city and can be very easily accessed and really willing to utilize this service. The product is used through Uber's mobile app. The price depends on the length of the trip, and Uber is promoting being a safe, reliable, and best-in-class option. So, focusing our attention on to Istanbul, it is considered to be part of the Western European side of Turkey. It has a population of 14 million, and just to put that into perspective, New York has about 8.5 million. So it's very, very crowded. The locals speak Turkish, Kurdish, and English. They have a strong religious affiliation with Islam. They enjoy soccer and have multiple stadiums around the city, and Turkey has been seen as an upcoming advertising market because of the growth they have experienced with digital advertising, and Uber really wants to be a part of that. Currently, the number of smartphone users in Turkey is 35.2 million, and this is kind of a big deal for Turkey, which is great for Uber too. So, using Hofstede's dimensions, we're better able to understand Turkey's culture. With that, we are able to come up with an effective advertising campaign that is dealing with current issues. With a high score of 66 for power dimension, this tells us that Turkish culture is dependent, hierarchical, superiors are often inaccessible, and the ideal boss is a father figure. Communication is indirect in the family unit where the father is a kind of patriarch to whom others submit. I would also like to point out that Turkey is a collectivistic society. Again, communication is indirect, and the harmony of the group must be maintained. We is important, and people belong to in groups who look after each other in exchange for loyalty. An important thing to note is time, which must be invested initially to establish a relationship of trust. One last important score is 45 on the feminine side of the scale. This means that leveling with others and sympathy for the underdog are valued and encouraged. People focus on maintaining and establishing long-term relationships, thus emphasis on family and Uber's need for keeping families safe. So, Turkey is a high-context culture where time is flexible and being collective is important. They have a polychronic culture in which people do many things at the same time and think punctuality is nice, but not a necessity in the hectic day. This is great to know because driving around in an overcrowded city can be very time-consuming. So all this information leads us to our brand idea, making travel safe and reliable. This idea stems from the recent spike in terrorist attacks. We want to express Uber as safe, secure, and very trustworthy. A possible brand extension could be Uber delivering food. This way, customers can stay safely in their homes and know that their food is being taken care of. We don't want people to become afraid of the outside world. We just think this could be a great option. Some key insights we have picked up on are Turkey is a beautiful and well-known travel destination. Tourism rates are dropping due to terrorism. Istanbul is the largest city, making it a prime place for Uber to succeed, and Istanbul is a collectivistic culture seeking trust and security. So on the right, we have a value structure map that we've created based off research that links product attributes of Uber, such as safety, and benefits, such as protecting family and self, to values that our target market holds. The problem that we are facing is fear from terrorism. People are not feeling trustworthy because of this, we want to position Uber as a safe place where trust is guaranteed through ratings and selections of drivers. These problems won't solve themselves, so the need for safe transportation is increasingly relevant. Our target audience is broadly those needing safe rides. So specifically, we are targeting males from ages 18 to 35 that are either single or married that have jobs in or around the city. He's a person who prefers stability, responsibility, safety, reliability, prestige, and structure. He values time spent with family, inner harmony, true friendship, and family security. The male wants to protect his family and himself. Referencing the collectivistic model of self, Turkish people refer to themselves as a collectivistic whole. Belonging and safety is important to them, and that is why it is so important to Uber. Our task is to convince the target audience that Uber is safer, cheaper, and more convenient than conventional taxis. Our stimulus is that Uber drivers get to the destination quicker and safer. This is proven by being cost-effective. Drivers are approved by Uber. They have driver profiles that everyone can see. They use their personal vehicle, so it is known that they keep up with system checkups. They have door-to-door service that keeps you safe, and they can share ETAs so friends and family can follow routes. The response we wish to receive is that people will think Uber is always on time, leaving them worry-free. We hope participants feel safe and secure and will continue to use Uber over time. We want positive associations to be made with Uber being an American company. This sometimes is not the case. We want people to believe this company is focused on caring for local and giving back, and we also hope the advertisements will link to helping the local community and therefore will build trust in Uber. Through research, we have learned that visiting a collectivistic appeal will be beneficial. If you look at the graph on the right, you will see that Turkey falls in the category of high context and direct communication with drama, metaphors, entertainment, and emotions being an ideal advertising style. You can also see that Turkey is very closely lined up with Spain, meaning that drama is an indirect style based on dialogue. Spain drama is softer, and metaphorical styles are used to place the product in a context that provides more meaning. So this makes it comparable to Turkey, and this is why we have chosen to provide meaning to what locals are enduring. As a collectivistic culture, they will judge by visual appeal. So we've created a Facebook campaign, a print ad, and a commercial. So for our first execution, we created the Facebook campaign that will allow proceeds to go to the families of victims in recent Istanbul attacks. We felt this is a way to show empathy and boost the company's word of mouth. For our second execution, it's a print ad. This will also promote riding in Uber to have proceeds go to helping victims and their families. And then finally, our last execution is the commercial storyboard. So it really promotes safety while promoting being a collective whole and standing together in these times of need. Overall, we know that Turkey attributes trustworthy to strong global brands. In order for Uber to be strong, they need to be trusted. So through this campaign, we plan to accomplish just that. So Uber as a whole will be the product of a trustworthy company. Thank you all for listening. I hope you learned more about Uber in Istanbul and how it can be a very safe option for travel. Bye-bye.